most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm Jack. I'm Jack to the test!
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session as we break down the breakdown on BTC and some of the alts. Actually, I think BTC's not looking too bad. BTC is just forming a range at these highs and we are still getting bid at the lows, so it's nice to see, to be honest. Right then, 20% off the Art of Data-Driven Market Analysis course. Go and get links from below. Absolute wealth of knowledge in this for you guys. Really in-depth course that myself and the team have put together. All online training. Okay, all online training. Absolute wealth of knowledge in here. Access to the private Discord as well for more trading setups and one-on-one help. Usual price for this one, €300 down to €240. Not sure how long this sale is going to be on for, so go and grab yourself a link and see if that will be of interest for you. All right, guys, really good stuff in there from myself and the team. We're really proud of it. Right then, what's going on in the market? We've had a really big deleveraging situation, really, hasn't we? I mean, yesterday was a real battle in the books. We had quite a bit of supply above still, and then some levels lower that could be traded. I thought we were going to get some nice bounces yesterday. It was not bad, to be honest. I was saying to the guys in the Discord, obviously, that look, US session, not much to say on BTC. Could see alts, ETH bounce if market holds here. I think BTC will need to go test near 95k at some point. We got there a bit quicker than I expected, to be honest. All right. But yeah, we played a couple of trades yesterday. So I played ETH and Sol. ETH was a really solid one. I do think solid, could just be a bounce, but very good R&R here. So sharing those, but the private section, I obviously share a few more entries and bits like that and potential setups. But yeah, I think, it's an interesting one, wasn't it? Is it? I think there was just still a lot of open interest leverage still in the altcoin market, because you'll notice that last week when BTC nuked, the altcoins held their ground pretty well, whereas yesterday, it was devastating, wasn't it? So yeah, ETH and Sol yesterday, we played a bit of that, but then yesterday, a couple of hours into US session, slow bleed down, could be bidding lower, okay? Later on in the night when I got back to desk, it was, stopped out, and we'll review what's going on. But then this morning, up nice and early, 3 AM, absolute degenerate. We're seeing bid on Sol. We're seeing bid on BTC as well. So not sure what we get from BTC here. I think it's still forming its range. But yeah, shared those entries with the guys that we got in on Sol. Still running those now. I'm going to just see how the day goes, to be honest. But yeah, we've got some Sol and we've got some BTC long. I don't want to put too much extra risk on for the long side in altcoins if they have been, if they're going to continue to suffer a little bit. But we'll see how the day goes. This could just be a range play up to some range highs, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, if you want to get into the private section of Discord and get yourself a little bit more education, see the link below for the Academy course with that 20% discount. All right, guys. But yeah, interesting times. We're certainly getting a lot of deleveraging. I agree with Moonify, a bit more chop and then we bought. Yeah, a couple more liquidations, it said a few hours ago, then resume up only. I agree. I just think we've got a little bit more of a range in market to go through. For you, much better. Market fully clings now, not just BTC like last time, so he's referencing the funding and everything there. Funding, API, heat map. And Honey Badger, TRDR, OG, trader as well. Largest liquidation event for longs this year. You know what that means, max bidding. So yeah, big liquidations yesterday. I can see that in the data on the TRDR console as well. And then I do like this quote from GCR that Mr. Monkey brought up. Liquidations are a forced transfer of wealth from impoverished traders who need leverage to wealthy spot buyers. Did you capitulate? Did you capitalize? Sorry. So yeah, it's funny. I agree with Skew, actually. I'm always either eating or away from desk when this madness happens. But, I think it just gives us opportunity, doesn't it? All right. So, yeah, few nice levels to play coming up, I believe. It's just interested. I just want to see what BTC does today. And then we'll review if we're going to keep that risk on or take profit and just continue the range. So let's go and have a look in trading view. Not going to look at the daily and weekly. We are still trending on those, but I just want to I just want to share with you guys the range that we are forming here, and you can just see we've just got a little bit of a battle depending on where you pull this fixed range. We've just got a little bit of a battle with the POC there and that monthly VWAP as well. Okay, what is nice to see is that we are getting these wicks back up, so we are getting bid at the lows, value area low of the range. We are getting bid at the lows, so that is really, really nice to see. I think we could just be spending a little bit more time here, but you know, just be wary that 98k or 98.5, that could present a little bit of resistance. Value area high at the top there at 99k, let's call it 100k. Weekly open there as well, just above it, just over 100k. And then if we obviously just go and look at the hourly, you can see the choppiness we're getting in the market. Obviously this was yesterday, we thrashed down, we hit that value area low, okay. And this is our monthly open, yeah. So monthly open from December, a little bit of work to do. As I say, you've got that point of control just to battle above there, and we'll see what we'll get. Let's go check the order flow in a second. ETH is actually just breaking its trend a little bit, as you can see here. So you're going to now get a little bit of maybe, unless this is just going to Dalai Lama and go straight back up, you're potentially in for a little bit of resistance now, just above that 3.8k. Sol, I think, is still looking good. I think Sol has been in its upper range for a while, and this range has been a really nice one to play. Just bid the lows, sell the highs, okay? We've really got a fat deviation down now to the lows of this range. You can see here, value area low of this high time frame range. It's still trending. It looks good. So this is reasoning for bidding those lows first thing this morning. Value on Sol. Okay, value on Sol, we bid the lows, and then we'll see what we get. All right, so really, really nice. Happy to see Sol down there in such a value area. Another one I just want to have a look at with you, because it's actually presenting quite a nice, interesting chart, is Pepe. Pepe obviously did very well last week, breaking out of its, let's zoom in here for you for a second, breaking out of this range. So we were always trying to bid the lows. I think we bid the lows a couple of weeks ago. We bid the lows back here. We had a really, really nice push on Pepe over the weekend. And then yesterday I was pointing out to the guys in the Discord that actually if it comes back down to this zone, it's just presenting you with what is potentially a resistance to support flip. You see that here? Okay, so resistance, just look left, resistance, 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 break it, come back, test. Okay, so Pepe's it's quite volatile at the minute. You can already see it's really, really popped up. I think I shared this with the guys as well in the trade. Yeah, look at that. But it was too quick. It was still down here at that point. Call it 2314, but it was just too quick for me to move, and I didn't particularly want to put any more risk on at that point in time at 3 a.m. this morning when Nick hasn't had enough espresso. But yeah, Pepe, if it just chops here a little bit, if we're getting a little bit of a rounded bottom off here, that'd be nice. That would be good to see. Right, let's go and have a look at the order flow in the TRDR console.
Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated.
Right, here we go then, guys. Multiverse screen at the minute. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's just part of your layouts here. So I like to have this open all day long on the multiverse. Okay, so this was the zone for ETH yesterday that we're trying to play. Okay, we were trying to play this zone yesterday. There was some good depth of bid there. It was this area here. It kind of bounced. This was your US session. We got a group spot selling, which is that red cross there in the alert system on the TRDR console. Go grab a link from below for a free trial and see the links for the academy as well, just to shill that a little bit more. But yeah, we got this, and then basically as I was away from desk yesterday, I was watching this, and that's why I posted in the Discord. I just said, look, this is a slow bead. We're probably going to have to bid this lower. So yeah, stopped out on ETH, stopped out on Sol. Sol was looking nice in this zone, and this is the area this morning. So 3 a.m. Yes, I was up at 3 a.m. bidding this. All right, someone's got to. Sometimes you've just got to step in and bid the market, haven't you? All right. So yeah, happy to bid Sol. BTC came down. We got another. I think this was a BTC diamond. You can see the green cross there again from the alert system on the TRDR console. So happy to see what we get in the US session. Just bear in mind that what you've got is an absolute shitload, excuse my language, shitload of offers still above. All right, so are we in a little bit of distribution? We'll have to see. We certainly need a big bid to push up and crack all of that. Okay, Tia, yesterday we were watching Celestia. Pointed out to the guys, I said I want this first level to crack, and then I'm going to try and bid it down here. Anyway, it was still away from desk, missed all the action. And I would have probably, you know, seen what was going on with the market. I just let this do its thing, and then obviously it gets its alert there. Interesting though on tier. Tier's actually got some supply above, as you can just see here. It's actually a support to resistance flip. So tier needs to crack this level, this 7.2 level, and then reclaim this as support, to be honest. Right, let's go and have a look at the OBD then. Let's have a look at the OBD and just have a quick look at what is going on just on a 15-minute basis for BTC. Let's start with BTC. So this was our level, 3 a.m. this morning. If you're an early bird like me, do you know what? I didn't intend to be up that early. I just woke up and I had a look at my phone. Top tip, if you are on mobile phone and you're using the TRDR console, okay, on your mobile phone through Safari or whatever, add it to home screen and it works like an app. Top tip. I'm not sure how you do that on Android mobile phones, so if you're a bit of an Android geek, just work that out. But yeah, add it to home screen on if you're a bit of a Giga Chad Apple iPhone user, then you will just add to home screen, all right, and it works like an app. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, so here we are then. So this we're bidding these lows because this is our risk. This order block is our risk here. So happy to bid these lows on BTC this morning. We can see in the ratios, again, we're just hitting some spot supply. Okay, we're still hitting spot supply. You can still see we've got these levels above. So it's not going to be easy here, you know. And this is why we are in this range, okay? Sellers at the top, Jeets at the top, as I said last week. Chad's at the bottom, okay? At some point, one side is going to break. At the minute, this is your biggest order block in defense at that 95k that I pointed out in the Discord yesterday. This is your biggest order block. This is your defense. If we crack that, you're going to go a lot lower, you know. Okay, so we have to consider that if no one's willing to step in and bid it. Coinbase Pro, they've got a bit of selling here as well. What do they want? Well, you've got a 90k level here. The trouble with that 90k level is it's very, very old now. It's a couple of weeks old, yeah? So you don't really want to play one side too often. It was like 100k when we cracked 100k, you know? You don't want to play a side too often. Perps were bidding this morning. That's quite nice. We have got some book depth. The main book depth here is actually coming from Perps. So the Perps books are really do keep filling back up, which in one respect is good to see because you've got demand there. In another respect, I just hope that the leverage is getting turned down a bit. Otherwise, we're just going to keep getting these open interest liquidation cascades until everyone's out the market, and then we'll float up and beyond from there. So protect yourself and manage risk. How do you manage risk? Go check out the TRDR Academy course with a 20% discount. All right, guys. So yeah, BTC. I think BTC is pretty range bound here. This is your level. This is my invalidation at the minute from bidding this one. Okay, ETH books are a little bit more messy now. This was the zone yesterday that was wanting to hold, bounce down, slow bleed, right nerve, getting stopped out or kill your trade. And here we are. And ETH is getting sold into here, slightly heavier as well, 72 ratio on spot. ETH's next level, 3.5. Yeah, not the best to see there. I do like Sol, and I think Sol will be the stronger performer. So big wick down on Sol, some big demand coming in. Perps was quite nice, I believe, as well in this zone. So Perps traders here got heavily involved, and they just obviously got liquidated on that wick with bounce, and then you got some more Perps bid there. But yes, spot ratios on Sol were really good here. So obviously this is a 3 a.m. time when Nick's up trading, hitting green buttons, trying to do my bit for the crypto market. So we were bidding this. This actually reached about an 80 or a 90 ratio here. 2 Sol diamonds, really nice. So yeah, yesterday was looking all right. Okay, it was looking all right, but you've got to take into consideration what the wider market is doing. If you're getting a slow bleed, it's not going to end well, especially in a US session when they're throwing in more volume into the market. This trade here is an absolute TRDR console fire and forget trade. Whatever's going on in the world, I would take that all day long. And now, to be honest, with Sol, I'm willing to let the market prove me wrong. Okay, so if Sol rotates down, absolutely fine. I'm going to let the market prove me wrong. Right, quick look at Pepe then. Pepe, we did hit some supply coming out from the weekend, and it was starting to rotate down anyway. Okay, so took some profit from last week's Pepe and Popcat trades. Popcat got absolutely devastated yesterday as well. And Pepe is now getting a nice rotation up. So up only here. I'd be interested to see if we just come down and grind some more demand out in this old value area. You see here, got the level marked here, value area, high area. Do we just round off here and get some sort of rounded bottom? If we're not going to get anything like that, what you're probably going to see is on some of these alts, if someone or if traders and people are really, really committed, is the bid is just going to start chasing it up. Okay, the bid is just going to start chasing it up, and yeah, I think it'll just continue. It'll just get some continuation. But that's it. Okay, so summary: BTC, a little bit of a range. 95k is your current invalidation if you're trading in this zone. Let's see if we can float it up a little bit higher again, and then let's see how strong the sellers are. I have to say there's no real edging. I'm not going to show you volume just yet. Join us in the Discord, the TRDR Discord. In the US session, we'll have a look and see if we get a little bit more volume kick in that session. Right here, right now, there's no edge in the volume whatsoever. It's really, really dead, to be honest. So we're just going to have to review the next 12 hours or so and see what we get. All right, guys. So join us in the TRDR Discord for the live session later on, and we'll go through a few more altcoins with everyone as well. We can answer any questions and any setups that you are seeing. I have to say, I've only got the BTC and Sol on at the minute. I'm not too interested in throwing money behind trades. Perps trades we're talking about, day trade perp trades behind you know, most of these altcoins when they've just suffered pretty bad. It is a time to step in and put a little bid in. But just don't trade one-sided all the time, okay? Maybe later on in the US session, we look to hedge some positions with a couple of shorts. All right, guys, look, I hope you've got something from the video. Give it a share, give it a like, please. No alpha decay. Go and get that discount on the TRDR Academy. Go and get a link from below, okay, for a free trial in the console. How the hell are you trading if you don't have this data? All right, guys. And as I say, go and add it to your home screen. Works like an app on your mobile. Speak soon. Cheers, guys.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?